Gubba boomerangs. Boomerangs made by a white fella, secured with a wing nut rather than with human hair. Four-bladed Gubba boomerang. So, this is Warbles in the Wilderness series, number 18 I think. It's a poem called The White Tribesman. Tablelands Gubba, that's the name of my tribe. We've been living around here for an almost long time. The late 1840s, the earliest date my ancestors come hereabouts to discover their fate. As they lived on the land and ate of its food, so the land came to mould them and alter their brood. Seems one's links to the earth grow from time on one land. The longer the stronger, at least that's what I've found. Gene plasm selected by micro-environmental factors. Behavioural input reinforces genetic predisposition. Not poetic perhaps, but scientifically sound. Generation 1, techno-fascist barbarian invader, genocidal, disconnected. Generation 2, eco-terrorist, colonial stormtroopers, as above. Generation 3, more contemplative, saw rhetoric and reality differ. Generation 4, connected to landscape, watched it collapse in pain. Generation 5, me, aghast, living in a remnant of a landscape lost. Generation 6, my pickaninnies, children of a Gubba boomerang carver. That's the White Tribesman, which is to be found on page 17 of my little book of poetry called Bush Poems, because back in the day I didn't realise that I'm actually a forest poet. Published in 1996, ISBN number 0646306746, and you can get it from the Australian National Library in Canberra or the New South Wales Library in Sydney. Pretty sure they got it on microfilm, so they can send you a page over the internet. And it's a funny thing, but it's not just here in the New England tablelands that the old locals are starting to blend in with the landscape and think in terms of spiritual connection to the land rather than prospects of economic development. If you go west of here 100-150 miles to a place called Moree, all the 6th and 7th generation white prosperous cotton farmers, if you shut your eyes and listen to them, they all talking with a King Billy Coke bottle accent, brother. Because the life force spirit of Australia, she been coming up through their feet, you see. They've been there for long enough. They're starting to blend in. Very interesting. And it doesn't happen if you move and shift around. If it takes 7 generations to fit into one landscape so that all of the molecules in your entire body are made from local plants and local animals if you're a meat eater, and rain that fell locally, so that all of your DNA and all of your proteins, all your minerals, they're all local, you start to resonate with the landscape, but it takes 7 generations. And the trouble with European industrial economists is that 7 times every generation they move. So they don't actually plug into the life force spirit energy of the landscape anywhere on planet Earth, because they never had long enough in one spot to connect. And they're the ones who are smashing the planet because they don't think it matters where you live or what goes on, because they just don't fit in. Everywhere's equally empty to them. So settle down, slow down, try and live in one spot for a few generations. Plug in to the rhythm of life on planet Earth instead of trying to run away from it. And you too might become a white tribesman or tribeswoman. Ciao.